I ended up getting in this car, and I thought he was taking me home. On the way home, I realised something wasn't right. I ended up down a secluded area. I was on my own. There was nobody about. It all happened. It all took place. I was frightened. I was scared. There was nothing I could do. I couldn't reach out to anybody. I couldn't. I didn't. I can't say I couldn't. But I could scream and I could cry if I really wanted to. I was just that frightened. I didn't. I just lay there. I just still froze.
Incidents of sexual assault tend to increase during the summer months as more and more people take advantage of the long days by drinking late into the night. The young woman from whom we've just heard was attacked about a year ago after she'd left a city centre bar very much like this one. She'd let her guard down after a night out of heavy drinking with friends. And Greater Manchester Police are hoping that her story will shock people into realising just how vulnerable they are when under the influence of alcohol.
In many of the sexual assaults that we investigate, we find that alcohol has played between a 65% and 70% sort of part in those incidents. So what we want to do is, first of all, say to young women in particular to be mindful of their alcohol intake. If people are more aware of their surroundings and their own capabilities, then clearly it might put somebody off who's perhaps in a position who would want to see them as a victim.
As part of the rape awareness campaign, police have released TV adverts and posters aimed at not only preventing sexual assaults, but also at encouraging those unfortunate enough to become victims to come forward and report the crime.
The issues that we need to bring out are that we are there, St Mary's Centre is there to offer a full service regardless of how the rape occurred or why it occurred. And that can range from anything from a forensic medical examination to emotional and practical support.
The concept of sensible drinking is not a new one, but as drinking to excess increasingly becomes the norm, supporters of the campaign believe that the message of moderation needs constant reinforcement.
I think it's silly to say don't drink, that's how people socialise, but it is about drinking sensibly and also making the safety arrangements before you go out.
Whilst victims of rape will always be offered support and sympathy from the police and other agencies, taking some degree of responsibility for our own safety could mean fewer people having to face the traumatic aftermath of sexual assault. Georgia Calvin-Smith, Channel M News.